So this is the bike that we saw being tested and put through its paces up in the Himalayas, when they're also doing some testing on another bike, which I'm going to go and show you in a moment. But just really, this is just all about the electric Himalayan testbed. So there was a lot of speculation around this model, and Visordown got a bit of an exclusive with the people from Royal Enfield. So we interviewed Mario Alvisi, who was the person heading up the electric range from Royal Enfield, and we got an exclusive interview with him, because there were some rumours floating around on social media and on some different outlets about what this bike was, when it was going to be released and how much it would be, etc. Got to break it to you, unfortunately, it is not a bike that is ever going to go into production, Royal Enfield claim. It is literally a test bed. It is a bike that is designed to help Royal Enfield with the development of its electric powertrains for the future. So there is stuff in it, learnings from it, and technology that's been developed on this bike that is going into the Flying Flea electric bikes that we've already seen. But it's never actually going to hit the road, not in this form at least. But it is a very interesting prospect. I mean, it was about 2 or 3 years ago we saw the first electric Himalayan test mule at EICMA, and it kind of looked like a real Heath Robinson sort of design thing. It wouldn't have looked out of place in the film Short Circuit, in that it was all ancillary electrics and consumer grade electrics were bolted onto a frame that looked just like the old Himalayan. And it was all very rough and very ready. And then we saw this thing being tested up in the Himalayas, and all of a sudden it looked much more production and much more ready to go on the roads. But that is not the case. That's not what's happening. This is just so Royal Enfield can hone the things like its traction control. I mean, Royal Enfield, just over there in the background, there is the new Royal Enfield Flying Flea electric scrambler. So some of the learnings, and I was talking to one of the engineers from Royal Enfield last night, some of the learnings that were picked up on this bike in the Himalayas have already landed in the scrambler. Maybe not in their exact form as they were in this bike, but you know, some of the problems that they've had to overcome with this bike helped them to design and develop the new Flying Flea models that are on the other side of the stand. As you can see, I've only just noticed this has got electronically adjusted suspension on the testbed, which is a very interesting innovation. But yeah, a very, very cool thing. They've got a whole fleet of these. They had a load of sort of celebrities and well-known motorcycle types, including Carlos Checa, who was testing it up in the Himalayas. And as you can see, never actually noticed this, it's got a Stark powertrain, which is quite interesting.